Hey everyone, and welcome. Have you ever stood in your backyard, looked around, and just thought, man, this space has so much potential? Well, if you have, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to dive into how you can totally transform that outdoor space by finding the absolute perfect deck for your home. And that really is the million-dollar question, isn't it? A deck is so much more than just a bunch of wooden planks. It's really an extension of your living space, your living room, but outdoors. So in this explainer, we're going to guide you to the right answer for you, based on your yard, your lifestyle, and your vision. All right, so to find that perfect answer, we first have to know what's even possible. Let's walk through the 6 main types of deck structures you can choose from. First up, we've got the one you probably picture in your head, the most common and straightforward option out there, the platform deck. You can think of this as the classic foundation for any great outdoor space. Platform decks are all about being easy and accessible. Since they're built low to the ground, they are absolutely perfect for smaller or flatter yards. And the best part? They're relatively inexpensive and pretty easy to build, which gives you this awesome versatile canvas for your grill, your furniture, your planters, whatever you want to do. Okay, next up, what if your yard isn't perfectly flat? What if you've got a slope to deal with? Well, that is where a raised deck is your best friend. Just like the name says, these are built higher off the ground. And yep, you'll need stairs to get to them. The big win here is the elevation. You get a fantastic vantage point to enjoy the view. It's a brilliant way to create a really functional space on uneven ground. And yeah, while the cost is a little bit higher, that elevated experience can be an absolutely priceless addition to your home. Now, for those of you with larger properties, or if you just want a more dynamic, eye-catching design, let's talk about multi-level decks. This is where your outdoor space starts to get some serious architectural flair. The key concept here is zoning. A multi-level deck lets you create distinct areas, almost like different rooms, but outdoors. You could have one level for dining, another for lounging, and maybe even a third little nook for a fire pit. It's perfect for following the natural slopes of your yard, and it creates this stunning visual flow. Okay, I want you to imagine a deck that literally hugs your home, connecting the front, the side, and the back. That's a wraparound deck, and let me tell you, it is a total game changer for your home's curb appeal and that indoor-outdoor flow. I mean, when it comes to entertaining, the benefits are just huge. You get so much space for guests to mingle and enjoy different views of your property. It creates this seamless experience that makes the deck feel like a true integrated part of your home's architecture. But what if the perfect spot in your yard isn't actually attached to your house at all? Well, that's where the freestanding deck comes in. It's like having your own little island oasis that you can place anywhere you want. The key word here is flexibility. You can put it in that perfect sunny spot in the back corner or tuck it away under a nice shady tree. This lets you create a really private retreat, a quiet little getaway for reading or sunbathing, totally separate from the house. And finally, for those of you lucky enough to have a pool, the pool deck is an absolute essential. And this isn't just about looks. We're talking about safety, function, and creating that perfect resort feel right at home. With a pool deck, the emphasis is all on the materials. You need surfaces that are water-resistant, slip-resistant, and can handle all the pool chemicals. The right design completely transforms the whole area into a super inviting and, more importantly, a safe space for all that summer fun. So, we've seen the 6 main options. Now for the real question. How do you actually choose? Let's get into the blueprint and break down how you can make the right decision. This checklist is your guide. It's simple. First, really look at your yard. Is it small and flat or big and sloped? Second, what do you want a deck for? Big parties or quiet mornings with coffee? Third, be realistic about your budget. And finally, think about upkeep. Answering these 4 questions will point you right in the perfect direction. And speaking of maintenance, that brings us to the big debate, wood versus composite or PVC. Here's the deal. Wood gives you that beautiful, classic look, but it does need regular staining or sealing. On the other hand, composite and PVC materials are incredibly durable and basically low maintenance. So it's really a choice between timeless style and modern convenience. So you've got your vision, you've weighed your options, you've thought about materials. You have the what. Now you need the who. You know, turning that vision in your head into a solid, safe, and beautiful reality, well, that requires real expertise. That's why working with a professional deck builder is so important, especially for navigating all the local permits and making sure the quality is top-notch. For example, if you're in the Charlotte, North Carolina area, A company like Green Exterior Remodeling is a perfect example of what to look for. You want a builder who's committed to quality, has deep expertise in outdoor living spaces, and has that valuable local knowledge. They'll know how to build a deck that not only suits your lifestyle, but also complements the character of your home and your neighborhood. So just remember, choosing a deck is about way more than just a structure. It's an investment in your home's value, your lifestyle, and all the years of future memories are going to make. The right deck, built by the right partner, can truly, truly transform your home. So, ready to start your own transformation? To learn more from the experts at Green Exterior Remodeling and get a free quote, just visit the URL you see on your screen. Thanks for watching.